to the Mind Shift Movement Podcast with your host, Alan Johnson. On this podcast, Alan will be sharing with you empowering, effective, and actionable knowledge within the health, fitness, and mindset space to help you make the progress and growth that you desire from your life so you'll become the very best version of you, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So now, get ready to dive into today's episode.
Hey guys, it's AJ here and welcome to the Mind Shift Movement Podcast with me, your host, AJ. And the first thing I'd like to ask you to do is if you wouldn't mind helping to spread the message, okay, spread this podcast around. Just simply take a screenshot right now of whichever platform you're listening to this podcast on and share it on your social stories, so your Instagram stories, your Facebook stories. And if you are listening on the Facebook Live, then maybe take a screenshot of the live right now and then share it in your stories later on this evening. You can always tag me on as well. So on Instagram, it's AJ Fit Mind Coaching. On Facebook, if you've got me on there, it's Alan Johnson. And I've also got a page on Facebook, which is AJ Fitness and Mindset Coaching as well. Okay, so on this episode, I want to speak to you about the various mindset types of, people that I've spoken to about going back into the gym environment. So you've got the people that are potentially not going back yet, and I say yet because maybe the time isn't right. So those are the people, number one, those that use the gyms before lockdown but now understand that they can train at home or at the park. And I know that many people see the benefit of, saving themselves time, first of all, so not having to leave their home potentially to exercise and keep fit and mentally strong. Okay. I personally like to get outdoors to train, but what I found is loads of people really enjoy training at home because they're not having to travel to a gym or they're not having to travel to the local park or beach or wherever. So you've got those people that, they understand that they can continue to keep fit regardless of whether they got a gym membership or not. And they're happy to train at home or at a park. And then you've got number two here. So the ones that are potentially not going back yet. Those that aren't enjoying the thought of having to book in to train at the gym. Okay, so maybe they don't like the booking systems. And also there's going to be shorter training times, especially in like the bigger chain gyms, like the Pure Gyms and the David Lloyd's. I know I've just seen that DW Fitness in Southend, or DW Fitness as a company, have actually gone into administration today. I see that earlier on, which is, sad news. I'm guessing it's come off the back of COVID-19 and obviously going into a lockdown. It's really affected them as a business, and it's always a shame to see because, one person or a group of people started that company, a long time ago, worked their very hardest to build it up to the stage it was at. And unfortunately, they've gone into administration. So sad to see. So people might not want to book in just to go to train at a gym. I know some gyms, there's like a 2-day waiting list as well. Like if you book today, you can go in 2 days. I think that's like the likes of Pure Gym and shorter training times as well. So, people don't like to book in classes at the best of times. Pre-lockdown, having to book into a class can be a bit of a mare, let alone booking into to just go to the gym. I know that a lot of the smaller gyms, like the gym that I train my clients at, we don't have that issue, okay? If there's too many people in a gym at the same time, we'll just obviously be telling the ones that have already been there a while, just look, you've got to finish up your session. Other people need to come in and obviously train. So just keep it fair, really. So there's no real booking systems at the moment. We're just, as PTs, just running it, making sure it's not getting too busy and we're keeping to the limit. And obviously everything's clean as well. And then number three of those potentially not going back, those that have used gyms before COVID-19 but are still worried about the virus. And this isn't really a time for me to share my views about the virus and how kind of deadly or serious it is. I'm not going to go down that road on this live anyway. But just want to rest assured that, you know, the gyms are clean. They're cleaner than before. There's a lot more cleaning in process, and we're making sure that people are cleaning equipment before they're using it, after they're using it, and of course cleaning their hands thoroughly as well. So if you might be in that category where, you know, you're still a bit unsure about the gyms, you really want to go back, you're eager to get back, want to start lifting weights again, starting to, you know, lose fat again, improving your mindset and becoming more mentally strong, but maybe it's the worry about the virus that's holding you back at the moment. Okay. Then we've got the next category, really, where you've got those people that want to get back to the gyms, okay, and maybe they've already got back to the gym already. So I've got number one for this is those that use gyms before lockdown and aren't worried about the virus, booking a slot or possibly queuing up outside the gym to get in if it's too busy. So those people have happily gone back already, you know, like the avid gym goers, wanting to get back in the game the whole time. You know, maybe they enjoyed the home workouts, maybe they enjoyed the park workouts, but they just wanted to get back in the gym, and that's really cool. Number two, for those that wanted to get back, those that never went to the gym before lockdown, but now they need the support more than ever from a trainer or a coach to help them effectively achieve their goals. Okay, so the people that have never even stepped into a gym before, but maybe during lockdown they've eaten so much rubbish food and lacked exercise because they didn't really know what they was doing. Maybe they went for a few walks or a few bike rides, but with the exercise side of things, maybe they didn't have access to this group. I say the group, the Family Lockdown Fitness and Mental Wellbeing community group, which is a Facebook group that I created 1 week before we went into lockdown. And maybe they didn't have access to this group where I've been sharing free workouts with people to help them with their fitness. So those people, you know, really want the support. You know, they need the gym more than ever to get them those great results. You know, so maybe those guys have gone back to the gym. And also as well, those that maybe don't want to go back just yet, but when the weather changes, then their mindset might change as well. You know, because at the moment, it is August at the time of recording this podcast and this Facebook Live, and the weather's been literally beautiful. You know, it's been amazing, but I know that people's mindsets can start to change when the winter months start to come. You know, the wet, the wind, the rain, the snow, the ice. I know a lot of people start changing their mind. So let us know whereabouts you are right now, gym or no gym. And also as well, like if you're listening on the Facebook Live, feel free just to leave your comment on like your reason. So your reason whether you are going to the gym or the reason why you're choosing not to. Now, I want to go through like a few opportunities that are going to be coming up for coaches and trainers out there. Okay, so first of all, I think a big one is, and probably an obvious one, is online coaching. You know, I've recently launched a brand new program. It's a fitness and mindset development program. Worked very hard on it pre-baby. So we've just had a new baby, little Sonny. He is nearly 6 weeks old now. And I was under a lot of positive pressure to get this new website and this new online program done. I was working closely with a coach and I really wanted to get it launched before the baby arrived, which I did. And the launch has actually gone better than I expected because I've done a little bit of online coaching before, but nothing as in-depth or as, I'll be honest, as quality as this product. Okay, I've invested a lot of money and a lot of time into it. I'm very, very happy. The results have been amazing. Like, I think the best. So I've been doing some free 7-day passes. Okay, so a select few people have been able to trial it out for 7 days. And I work closely with them. They get their website, they get the accountability, like which is daily with me, and the results have been phenomenal. Some of the best ones has been like, you know, inches lost within the 7 days, up to 5 pounds of weight loss within the first 7 days, and just the genuine ones like having more energy, sleeping better, just feeling better in themselves. You know, there's only so much you can do within 7 days, but I've been so happy with the results that have come. And if you are someone that would like a 7-day free pass to the new online fitness and mindset development program, which I've recently launched, then just DM me, leave a comment on this Facebook Live, or just get me on any of the social media platforms if you're listening to this on the podcast. I'll be more than happy to share some more 7-day free passes with you guys. So, massive opportunities coming up. Number one, online coaching. Okay, for sure, especially if there is going to be more lockdowns coming, more viruses coming in the future, then online coaching is definitely the way forward. Number two is something that I've recently launched as well, which is outdoor group training. Okay, so small group training at the park, in the fresh air, social distancing. No equipment at the moment, but I will be investing in equipment at a later date once the virus further calms down and people start to feeling better about it and less worrying about it all. So I think group training outdoors is going to be amazing for the future for sure. It's a great way to train more people. It brings the cost down for the client. So everyone's a winner and the results can be fantastic as well. Number three, I think one-to-one PT is going to rise even more, because people wanting time slots that suit them and better results. Working with a PT or a coach, of course, you're going to be getting great results. If you aren't, just go work with another trainer or a coach, and I'm sure that they'll get you amazing results, especially what you're looking for, because that's what they're trained in. So if you're working with a coach or a trainer and you're not really benefiting, you're not really getting any results, you probably need to go and get a new trainer or coach. Okay, so it's a win-win. You get to book in the time slots that suit you. So meaning, like, if you're going to one of the bigger mainstream gyms at the moment and you can't book the slots that you want, then obviously working with a trainer in a smaller, or even within that gym, then you should be able to book in those slots that suit you. And then number four, I think a big one, a big opportunity is going to be for like the small businesses, the gyms wise. Okay, so the smaller gyms, more memberships from the big chain drop-offs. We've already seen one from the DW Fitness. Like I say, unfortunately, but I guess fortunately for the smaller gyms that are around, they're probably going to pick up at least some of the memberships from those guys going into administration. So I think the small gyms are going to be a massive rise too. And just to finish off, really, like just things to remember is that, if you've been going food shopping, which I'm sure most of you have, okay, food shopping throughout the whole of the lockdown, where you have literally thousands of people touching those trolley bars every day, coughing, sneezing, picking up bits of fruit and thinking, I don't really want them, putting them back. And, let's face it, supermarkets aren't the cleanest of places, okay? If you've been going to the supermarket and food shopping, you'll be fine in the gym, okay? As long as you're keeping your hands clean, yourself clean, and the equipment clean, you'll be absolutely fine, okay? So thanks for tuning into this episode. Before you shoot off, if I could just please ask you, if you haven't already, to make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Please leave a 5-star rating and a review, because this really, really helps with the reach of the podcast. I want to reach as many people as I can, okay? I want to keep growing our audience to, keep bringing you great content to help you improve your life, okay? So please do that. Subscribe, rate, and leave a 5-star review, and I'll really, really appreciate it. And I'll see all of you on the next episode, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Mind Shift Movement Podcast with Alan Johnson. Make sure you join Alan's free Facebook community group, the Mind Shift Movement Podcast Community. Please support the show by clicking subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Share this episode with at least one friend that would benefit from it, and share the episode on your social media stories. Please go and leave us a 5-star review to help us reach out to more potential listeners, and we really look forward to bringing you the next episode.